as per the vehicles, let's just tab through. So we've picked up the tree harvester. So we are going to utilise this guy for some plantation forestry. So I just picked that up because that was a good deal. We've also got the Kubota sidekick. What else do we have? Probably a motorbike. Probably in need of a third tractor. Still got our Mack Truck Anthem. Still got our Valtra. Still got our Jung-Honoric forklift. And our Manitou. So this is the big guy. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms and welcome back to another episode of Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. So just carrying from last episode, we just finished up with a cotton harvest. So this is our second cotton harvest. Pretty low on yield. We haven't done any field prep. Just going to quickly clean our harvester, get it looking spick and span. And then we'll have a bit of a walk around the farm and see what's new and what has changed. So there's been a few changes. So what I'll do is I'll jump into the build mode quickly. So just recapping sort of where we left off from last video, there's been a few game issues with the patches and things like that. So I've had a lot of crashes prior to this. I did try it today, played for a little bit, and there was no crashes. So it looks like we're all good to continue the Let's Play. So fingers crossed we'll be smooth sailing. So I'll just run through a little bit of an update on the farm. So we've got the spinnery place. So we've got two spinneries, basically one to service these two sheep barns side by side. So what I've been doing is pushing in the wool into the spinnery point just to save on transit time. So that's that. We've cleared out all the timber products from this pallet storage barn. So this is just going to be reserved for grass bales and potentially hay bales. So that's what's happened there. Vehicle lineup is basically the same. We've got this Merlot telehandler, so we've been giving that a go. Picked up the cotton harvester we were just washing before. We leased this subsoiler, so we've gone and plowed our field 2 in preparation to get that yield up for the next harvest. So we're going to focus on that. New sawmill. So this is the base game sawmill that you can buy. So 300 grand. We did have two mini sawmills here servicing these trees that we were cutting down. So obviously we've cleared all the land from here. We've started clearing out this land, as you can see. So a few stumps we've got to get rid of. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be a long-term thing or a short-term thing, but we've got quite a bit of wood available on the farm still. So I think being able to utilise this sawmill for the remaining trees and the adjacent land is going to be a good use of that. So you can see we've got a stockpile of we've got prefab walls, planks long, short planks, wood beams and wood chips. And we're just pushing them into this bale and pallet storage building with a view to stockpile them and take out what we need as we need them. So we've always got supplies on hand. So that's basically why it's configured this way. So the forklift can just basically push the product in for storage, and then loading up the trucks and trailers becomes a little bit easier. What else we got? So vehicle lineup, as I said, we've got our windrower, Kins Blue Drive. We've got this plow, so we've used that as well. Bale trailer. I know a few people have been saying to get a shed, so that'll eventually happen, but not today, I don't think. Basically, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this configuration for the farm long term, but we'll see. Cruising down this way, we've got our cow barn, and this is a mod. So this is my first mod. This is the bale storage area. So basically, just stores bales out in the open. So I think this has got about a 50 to 150 bale capacity, and this is hay. So this hay that we're going to stockpile in here is going to be stockpiled and used to service the cow barn. So cows are currently eating the meadow grass. They're not productive, they're not healthy, they're not reproducing because the meadow grass is basically useless for cows. So I'm just waiting for them to whittle through that stock of meadow grass, and then we'll start throwing some hay in there and basically go from there. So let's cruise on over to field 2 quickly. So field 2, we've had our cotton in here. So what you can see, I've ploughed it up, and we were going to plant in February or March, I think it is. So we'll get another run of cotton in. But before that, we're going to throw down some lime. We're going to fertilise and see if we can't boost our yield. So we shouldn't have to worry about weeds this time because we've gone through the process of ploughing. So that should remove all weeds. And then we'll just see how we go over the next little while. What do we got here? So grass is still going along nicely. So we're just going to keep stockpiling hay and grass bales for our sheep and cows. And I think as per the vehicles, let's just tab through. So we've picked up the tree harvester. So we are going to utilise this guy for some plantation forestry. So I just picked that up because that was a good deal. We've also got the Kubota sidekick. What else do we have? Probably a motorbike. Probably in need of a third tractor. Still got our Mack Truck Anthem. Still got our Valtra. Still got our Jung-Honoric forklift. And our Manitou. So this is the big guy. Let's go back to here. I picked up the fertiliser spreader and this trailer. So this was a used purchase. And the weed sprayer. So we'll probably use that for fertiliser, potentially weeds. We'll see how we go. But definitely the fertilizer sprayer will come into play at some point as well. All right, let's check in on the productions. So the sawmill obviously needs a top up of some wood. I think the first job is going to be to start clearing out well, actually no, we've got plenty of internal storage. So I think what we need to do is we need to get some wood into this guy. Our cotton's already been consumed, I believe. Yeah, so the cotton we did have has been turned into clothes, and our clothes storage is going to start ramping up hopefully. So we're in November now. We've got to get to February so we can plant the cotton again. Let's have a look at the prices for clothes. And now they have changed the order in which these appear. So I've got no idea where clothes is going to be. Misk. Oh, maybe it's here. Okay, so they've separated two categories. So it looks like April is going to be our best price for clothes. So we'll do a run of clothes for sale when that time comes. But I think for now, we're pretty much looking to move ahead in time till we can get to planting season. So just let me double check. Used vehicles. Okay, we've got a spader. Looks like a spinach harvester. So we're not quite there yet. So we'll go ahead and sleep and then we'll come back in. Okay, so we've got to get some of that, get some of that wool moved. What do we got in the used vehicles? We've got a mulcher here, looks like. 5.6 meters, 10 grand. Front fertilizer, another trailer. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to push through, get through this snowy weather, and then we'll come back and deal with the wool pallets later. We're also going to have to top up some wood, but I want to get this cotton planted and I'll start doing other jobs, I think, while that's happening. And also I want to get this meadow grass consumed in the cow barn pasture area. So that's a bale wrapper. Probably going to have snow next month, aren't we? Just double check out pricing. So still looking for April for the clothes. Spinneries. Yeah, so spinneries still topped off quite well. So what do we... Yep, everything seems to be working there. Yeah, there's the snow. So let's go on ahead to February. Alright, so we are in February now. Got a bit of a selection of vehicles. What is this? This is a TMR mixer, straw blower, looks like a potato planter, windrower. What sort of windrower is that? Oh, it's just a belt merger. Okay, so let's just double check. So sawmill will be empty, so we need to get some materials for that. February is planting window for the cotton. So let's go and get that organised. Okay, so we want to grab this guy. So recently serviced again. And then, so obviously we were going to purchase the rope factory. I think that's still on the cards. So I think what we'll do is, because we had to clear out all that land and all those trees, we ended up selling a whole bunch of wood. So that's handy. Drive straight into the fence. So I think the plan will be to sell the clothes in April, and then we'll go and buy the rope factory. That's going to be the plan. So let's get ourselves into position over here. Oh, I was going to lime, wasn't I? So I need to do that before I do anything else. So it needs lime. Okay, so before we get stuck into seeding, we're going to go get some lime and do some lime spreading. So let's cruise on over to the shop, and we'll go grab a lime spreader, and then we'll come back in. So I'm going to throw on a time lapse while I drive over there and grab this stuff, and then we'll come back in, enjoy the tunes. Well, this is not going well. Let's try this. What are the odds getting hung up on a tree with the front weight? Okay, we're free. Okay, let's cue the music. I'll see you over there.
I don't wanna save ya, don't wanna be strangers. Let me feel like you know what to do. Leave your limitations, live and go against.
Right, here we are at the shop. So let's have a look and see. So we want to come down to fertilizer spreaders, and the one that we want is the Brettle, I believe. So that's currently the only one that does lime. So this is the, oh no, it's the big guy. So let's grab the big extension. Let's go spreading discs, and we'll go the 6 meter spreading unit, and we will buy that outright. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna go to the lime station and get that topped up. So the lime station is just down near field 2, and then we'll get cracking on this lime. So let's get connected, and we'll drive on down to the lime station, and then we'll come back in. So I'll continue the time lapse. I'll see you over there. Enjoy the tunes.
No, what you planned out, everything that you built up isn't what you want. And I know the life you're living isn't that fulfilling. Let me help you out. Lay your love on me. Leave your...
Alright, here we're at the lime station. Now I don't know, is this actually a lime station? Well, we're about to find out. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be. Okay, that was some terrible reversing. So I'm pretty sure this cement factory situation is still bugged. Start conversation. Okay, I would have thought that'd be a lime station, but okay, so we can go lime, fertilizer. Let's go lime. Okay, it's going in. It's not the prettiest of parks, but it's getting the job done. The steering is very sensitive at the moment due to the update, so haven't quite finessed it as yet. So let's get this filled and then we'll come back in. Alright, we are somewhat underway, so let's see how we go. So let's go unfold fertilizer spreader. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to do this myself. So let's go turn on, and I'm assuming this should be pretty straightforward. So I mean, obviously you want to make sure we get all the field. That'll be handy. Alright, I'm going to throw on a time lapse while I do this, and then we'll come back in once we're done. So enjoy the tunes. See you in a few minutes.
'Cause some dreams are meant to be broken. Lay your love on me, leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken. 'Cause some dreams are meant to be broken. Gravel to the floor. Only when the dust sets you start to regret all the things that you've been fighting for. 'Cause I know that what you planned out.
So probably easily the worst lime spreading ever attempted, but we'll get there. So I'm not concerned if I get every little bit. Next time I do this, I'll do this with a worker. Alright, let's get this lime spreader back to the farm, and then we'll go back and hook into our planter. Alright, just holding up traffic like normal. Okay, let's get connected. So we should have enough seed, hopefully, and liquid vert. So let's just have a quick stock take of what the field's saying. So we just need to do the field rolling after this. So let's see how we go. Let's unfold. Okay, and then we'll check our active worker situation. So what's the go here? So we're going to do headland first, then the up and downs, and that should pretty much be it. Oh no, it wants to do the headland last. Okay, whatevs. Okay, so we'll hire the worker and we'll leave them to do their thing. Okay, we need to get what are we, February? What do we say we're going to do next? So that's okay. Need to get some trees into the... Actually, what we can do is get this guy back to the farm. So I'm going to send this guy back on a worker. Let's at least try and attempt it. Okay, so let's do a go to. Let's send him to just out the front there. Hopefully that'll work. We need to get into our Mack truck and take a trailer over to the tailor shop. So let's go and get connected. Okay, this should be empty, I'm assuming. So we'll go and station this over at the tailor shop, and then we'll come back in. So I'll see you over there. Alright, there we go. So trailer is in position, so let's head back to the farm, and we'll start loading up some of that stuff in a second. Alrighty, let's go and check in on our cedar. So this should be going along swimmingly, hopefully. Okay, cool. We'll leave that to be. Alright, what I want to do is I want to clear out... Well, I've got a few things to move, so I've got to move some wool. Then we're going to push some of these pallets into position over here, and then we'll go and load up some clothes. So what I'm going to do is throw on a time lapse while I do that, and then we'll come back in. See you in a few minutes. Enjoy the tunes.
We just go against the feeling, make them fall like gravel to the floor. Only when the dust sets you start to regret all the things that you've been fighting for. 'Cause I know that what you planned out, everything that you built up, isn't what you want. And I know the life you're living isn't that fulfilling. Let me help you out. Lay your love on me, leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken. 'Cause some dreams are meant to be broken. Lay your love on me, leave your head and let your mind be free. Save yourself and leave the words you've spoken. 'Cause some dreams are meant to be broken.
Alright, there we go. So that's that stuff moved. Let's go check in on the planter. So job done. So we should have a needs rolling state. Okay, yield burn is 72%, fertilize 50%. Okay, so I think if we fertilize again, that should get us up there. So let's go and grab a roller and we'll see how we go. So let's get this guy back to the farm. Right, so we'll drive over to the shop, we'll get a roller and then we'll come back in. So I'll throw a time lapse on while I drive over there. Enjoy the tunes.
Jesse was born on a winter's night in the middle of a storm. The road was blocked, so Jesse was born in this old house.
Alright, here we are. Let's have a look at rollers. So we've got two options. So how big is this? 12.3. This guy's 27. So I think the 27's way too big for our purposes. So let's grab this guy. I think I'm just going to lease it for now. Crossboard. Don't know what that means. Let's just go standard. Now I didn't mulch the cotton. I don't know if you can mulch it because that'll give you like 2.5% yield. So let's see how this guy goes. So we'll head back to the field and we'll roll it. We'll see how we go. So I'll continue the time lapse and then we'll come back in. Enjoy the tunes.
Wood floors. God knows we didn't have much, but in a way, you know we had.
All right, here we are. So what I'm going to probably do, I think, is maybe I'll roll it, or maybe I'll get the worker to do it. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if the worker can handle this. And let's just check out. So start with the up and down and then do the headland. So I reckon, yeah, let's see how this goes. So let's activate the worker, just so we can potentially go and do some other jobs. So this 12 meter working width should be pretty reasonable. What we're going to do is we'll jump out. Yeah, so we're already getting the rolled state as this guy drives out into position. So if we go somewhere that hasn't been rolled, oh, we got here weeds. Oops, I didn't plow this section. That was handy. Cool. Pretty straightforward. Right, what we'll do is leave that episode there, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Let me know how you're liking the series down below. If you've got any comments, feedback, questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, that's interesting. He did a turn. No, he's just lined up for the next run. Anyway. Alright, thanks very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. See you in the next one. Bye for now.
She grew up fast in a breath or two. She was on her way out the door.